So a friend of mine messaged me last night and he wanted some fitness advice, and I've not given fitness advice for ages. I've not spoke to anyone about it. And the question that he was asking was about how to get down to 10% body fat. And in previous videos, if you go look on my old YouTube channel, I got to around 10% body fat. I certainly did when I measured myself on the fat calipers, despite a lot of people on this channel saying I was nowhere near. People like, if you're 10%, I must be 6%, and all these people that are so fit, so lean, and know exactly where they're up to. But aside from that, what was being asked within this question was, how hard is it to get down to 10% body fat, and how difficult is it to maintain? And the answer to the question is, it's very hard, and it's very difficult to get there, and it's very difficult to maintain. And when I listed out everything that I did, I actually came to the realization of the amount of work that needs to go in. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to explain to you what I explained to him, so you can see that if you're struggling with something, what it is that you probably aren't or are doing when it comes to actually getting your body fat down. So here goes. I said, and I've got a video on Google that's like trending at like number 2 or number 1 on Google for this. So I said I was probably sitting at 10-11%, difficult to say, but I use fat calipers. I was 30 years old, so that's the first point. I was younger. I'm 38 now, yeah, it's hard to get there, I said, but it's even tougher to maintain. To put that into perspective, and this is what I did when I got really lean. I didn't drink for 6 months. I tracked my calories at 1,800 calories and then down to 1,700. I said I also took some clenbuterol, which is like a substance that gets your body fat even leaner. Naughty stuff. I don't know whether that still classes me as natural or not. I was training towards the end, 5 30-minute cardios a day minimum, and weightlifting 5 times a week. I was tracking macros every day and carb cycling, with higher carbs on a Wednesday and Saturday. And I would have times when my blood sugar was so low because I was so hungry that I had to go to sleep. Like, I remember it happening. I was just really hungry. I was like, the only way I can get through this is go to sleep. And I was tracking things at the end, even like ketchup, oils and stuff, obviously I was tracking. So like the whole point is, like, I remember going up the road and going for a run, and I got to the top of the run, like, you know, like half a mile away from my house, and like my blood sugar was so low, like I felt like I was going to collapse. I felt like I was going to faint. And so like if you're at a stage where you've got lean and you're not shifting any more weight, like, understand, to get to like social media lean, which is distorting our perception, it's incredibly difficult. And then you've got to maintain it. Often what happens when you get to the end of a cut, you get lean, you feel hungry and you bounce back. Like, if you look at Christian Guzman on YouTube, like, he bloats up like a pufferfish. He rebounds back, and there's only a few elite people, like if you look at like Seaborn or Ryan Terry, that seem to be able to maintain that, and they've got incredible genetics. So don't beat yourself up if you're finding that you can't get yourself any leaner. Understand that it is really difficult. And the other thing is that you need to be prepared to strike the balance between not going out, not drinking, social, and compromising. Like, if you want to be like Brian Johnson and have a complete lifestyle that's revolved around you being fit and healthy, then that's what you do. But understand you will have to compromise on other elements if that's what you're going to do. So pick and choose your battles, find your niche, understand your age. And the last thing that I said was, if you've got kids and you're not sleeping as much, that will make a big difference, because it affects the impact of hormones like ghrelin and cortisol in your body that also play a role in fat deposition, particularly around your abdomen, which is an issue for a lot of men. If you look at my wife, for example, she doesn't store fat there. She stores it on the legs, on the hips, not on her abdomen, and a lot of men do. So loads of things to consider. If you're trying to get down lean, the truth of the matter is it gets harder as you go along. You need to be incredibly patient, and there will come a point where reducing your calories isn't sustainable. The cardio needs to go up, which takes more time. So hope that's been useful. If it has, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and I'll see you in the next video.